It's no secret, Aleali May is the queen of storytelling in sneakers, and she's done it again, this time with her 5th collaboration on such an elevated silhouette already, but she gave us more insight into who she is, the women in her life that really helped sculpt and nurture her to what we see today. That's right, today we're unboxing the Air Jordan 14 Low Fortune. Aleali May, congratulations on now your 5th collaboration with Jordan Brand. This time a sneaker inspired by your family's history and inspiration to you from both your grandmother and your Tita Sue in passing down jade jewelry as a tradition of womanhood. Storytelling connects us not just to the sneaker itself, not just to the materials or the colors, but to the designer, to their story, their purpose, their life, what inspired them, what got them to where they are now. But it also helps us reflect on who played a major part in each of our lives. The box completes the presentation of the Air Jordan 14 Low Fortune in light sand, black, jade, and gold. When you first open the box, you're hit with the gold paper, and you open this to reveal such a beautifully executed sneaker in so many ways. So we'll go over each detail of the sneaker itself. Now, I need to commend Aleali May for choosing a silhouette that doesn't have the hype of so many other Jordan retros, because I think it allows all of us to appreciate this sneaker a little more for it not being on the main path or the typical blueprint of a collaboration, but it still holds its place in sneaker history. The entire upper features sand, suede, and a lot of other sand accents, as well as you can see on the back heel for the Jordan branding. Now, if you recall, the Air Jordan 14 is inspired by Michael Jordan's love of sports cars, as well as the Ferrari specifically that he owned, and this shoe models that so well. Aleali let us in on her dad picking her up from school on his bike. So if you were curious why the moto-inspired apparel for the campaign, it all comes back around full circle for that love and passion she shares with her dad. Again, the sneaker will feature jade accents along with sand and then black on the inner sock liner, the actual insole of the sneaker, and the stock laces that come along with it. Moving along the front of the sneaker, as you can see, the tongue is black with Jordan branding on the top in jade, and if you actually flip that over, it reads 14 in Roman numerals. On the outer sole, we have the same sand colorway with jade accent, the Jumpman in the middle with the gold shank plate. Now, as part of this sneaker, we received extra laces, specifically in sand with gold aglets. And ladies, I highly recommend you give a lace swap a try. I know it may not be your typical thing, but it's worth it with this pair. Now, I'm the first person to see actually swap the laces on these, but I think it adds something more to the presentation overall. This sneaker screams luxury in every way, and I've seen women say, I'm not usually into sneakers, or sneakers aren't my thing, but I had to pick this up or get my hands on this pair because of how special it looks, because of also the story. I think for a lot of women, it reconnected us to our moms, our aunts, our grandmothers, really passing traditions and cultures down to us that we will continue to carry as we go through life. Now, I will touch on a little bit of a harsh reality. QC is not the best for every single pair. I'm just showing you all here. There were some issues with mine on the midsole specifically. Now, again, everyone's pair won't be this way, but it may have been due to rush production. I'm not really sure, but you may see marks here and there on your pair. I didn't see that spoken on a lot outside of maybe Twitter, but yes, if you're curious, you won't be the only one who possibly dealt with that. I have some marks. Now, it's not enough to detract away from the overall presentation and execution of the sneaker in itself, because the jade, the gold, and the 14 low silhouette on its own is a really elevated pair, but I just took note of it and thought I would point that out as well to give a very objective and honest review of the sneaker. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Air Jordan 14 Low Fortune by Aleali May.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl TJ back with another video. Talks with TJ, aka TJ2 Swoosh T Yeezy. Thank you again so much for tuning in to another video. And yes, this video may be a little behind in terms of YouTube time, but I'm beyond grateful to own this pair. So thank you again, Wolf, for securing me this sneaker. And we'll talk about sizing, but just know I would recommend go true to size. This is actually half size down for me, but it still works. And I'm beyond grateful to own this pair. Now, this is only my second Aleali May collaborative sneaker in the collection. I will go back for more. Again, I really want that millennial pink 6, so I'll go back for more, but she's done such an amazing job at telling the story of herself, and she's done it in stages. It almost feels as if the further she goes within designing and then just, you know, sneakers and streetwear and herself just, you know, as a woman exploring life, we get a little bit more insight into who she is, whether it's related to her uncles, her time as a brand new designer hitting the ground in Chicago with the 6, and now with the 14 Low. And I said it before, I appreciate her choosing this model because, again, it's not a Jordan 1, it's not a 4, it's not a 6 or an 11, 13. It's not a model that so many people just run towards. Like, those models seem safe. And for the 14, some people stop at 13. Some people don't wear the 14. I had nothing against the 14. It just wasn't a pair that I gravitated towards until now. Seeing this sneaker just in pictures from the first time, or for the first time, I should say, I knew I wanted this in hand. I wanted to see them, and they didn't disappoint. Now, I spoke on QC because I felt it was only fair, and I can empathize now with men who generally have to spend $190 on a sneaker, and they may suffer from quality control issues. So, ladies, you may not be alone if you suffer from some of those with your specific pair for this Aleali May Jordan 14 Low Fortune. I myself have a few of them, more so on the midsole than anything else. The suede is beautifully done and perfect, so no issues there. Not really the glue issue, but more so, again, just the midsole itself. So if you had any of those issues with yours, I am curious. Go ahead and comment down below. I saw someone speak on this on Twitter and just thought I would also, you know, shed a little light on it on my video. And I guess it's disappointing a little just because she really put her all into this pair. And shout out to the team, Kim, Frank, Chad. They did an amazing job on this sneaker, and the campaign rollout was insane. Like, the montage and the footage with the bikes, that was wild. I loved it, really drew you in. But I just want like the best of the best for every single release, because I also feel that women deserve that, you know, being deprived so long of releases that were truly meant for us and weren't just like run of the mill pinking and treaking. Like, no, you can tell there's so much thought that went into this. So I would just want every little nuance and detail to be on point too. I just think everybody deserves that. So maybe we didn't get that this go around with some pairs, but it's still an amazing release. So fortunate to have it. Now, I don't want to keep you here too long because I styled 7 outfits for this. Now, again, I didn't get any of the apparel for the collection that came with it, so you know, I don't have the t-shirt or the biker shorts or the half zip cropped. I don't own any of that to throw on with it. So went to the closet, pulled out 7 looks that are very true to myself. So let's go ahead, see the on foot, talk about sizing, comfort, and how I style this 7 different ways. A big thank you to Wolf again for securing me this pair. Now, this is not my true to size pair. I'm typically a true women's 7.5. Instead, this is a 7. However, it still fits. It's a perfect fit. It's a just right fit. So I think the 7.5 going true to size would have given me just a little bit more room in the toe box. However, this is still a good fit. I would recommend going true to size if possible. But if you're only able to go down half a size to secure this pair, I think it may still work for you, provided you don't have a super wide foot. Now, in terms of comfort, it's right along the same line of a Jordan 1 or even maybe a Jordan 6 for me. It doesn't have the plush comfort of a Jordan 5, a Jordan 3, or a 13, but it is up there in comfort above some other styles. I love the top-down look of this sneaker. Now, you won't see that here in the on foot, but it does give you more of a sleek luxury feel. So if you're interested in looking for that, the Jordan 14 Low, my first time ever owning this model, is one you could pick up for that exact goal. An entire apparel line accompanied the Air Jordan 14 Low Fortune. However, I scored 0 of it. So each look here, all 7, are items pulled directly from my closet. So for the very first look here, the more business casual dressed up of all 7, you have an oversized H&M button-down shirt as well as an oversized blazer. I went up to a medium, so it has a much more baggy look than it would if I went down to a small. But you can find both of these items at H&M right now. I actually have on biker shorts underneath, black, which I picked up from Nike a few months ago. And then we have the Air Jordan 14 Low Fortune on to finish it off. For the second look, going very athleisure here. So you have on the 2-in-1 Nike shorts. Spandex is already built in white, which I picked up from Dick's Sporting Goods. And you have on the Nike crew neck. Now, I secured this during a Nike and Outfit Grid project last year, fall of 2020. It's a sand colorway and it has accented swoosh embroidered on the side, as well as font and print on the front. So I just thought it went really well together if you want it to be totally dressed down, but the 14 Low still adds some luxury to the outfit. For the third outfit, this is a special t-shirt. It's made by Juan Wilson. If you guys have no idea who I'm talking about, he's one of the kindest, most empathetic souls and amazing creators and customizers I've ever seen. This shirt's stay really hits home in the month of September for suicide prevention awareness. So please always be empathetic and open to any and everything someone you know or even you don't know could be going through, but just understand there are people that would much rather hear your story than attend your funeral. That's what this shirt touches on. So you have on the Juan Wilson Stay shirt, the Richie Lee collection corded sweats, and then the Air Jordan 14 Low Fortune for a very muted toned down fit, but I love the message of the shirt. It absolutely hits home. For the fourth look here, you know essentials had to come into play somewhere. So we have on the Moss Essentials Mock Half Zip. I picked this up not too long ago. And then you have the Jordan, I believe these are the woven essential pants or pretty much everyday cargo pants, and more of this wheat harvest colorway. Champs and Foot Action may still have these in stock in a size small, which I'm wearing right now. I love the jewel tone to contrast that lighter sand color that coordinates beautifully with the moss colorway by Essential. So if you have anything in that colorway from Fear of God, perfect pair. Keeping with the moss tone up top, this time I switched out the fleece half zip for the nylon track half zip. And this is a small. Now please be aware for sizing, the track half zip fits much larger than every other top. So this is a small and it definitely fits really big on me. And then for the pants, I'm actually wearing just everyday nylon pants from Minimal in the black colorway. Moving along and adding some color into the mix. Now, if you recall, for the Nike Sacai Blazer Low video, I wore the hoodie from the tie-dye campaign that came out by Nike, and I love the hoodie so much I ran to eBay to pick up the t-shirt, which actually has the graphic I love more so on front. So actions speak louder than anything. This is a medium I'm wearing. I have on PacSun denim. They're called like 90s boyfriend denim. And then you have on the 14. For this look, I absolutely love it because I'm a huge fan of supporting my friends. So Valiant Pursuit by Marcus and Kiana, wearing my Compete shirt in white and black, the go-to Jordan cargos now in my collection in olive green, and then the minimal jacket. So it's a jacket I don't throw on a lot, but I feel it really just work with the aesthetic of the Jordan 14, it being more of a fashion style sneaker. Why not throw on more of a fashionable jacket that many may not pair with a lot of outfits, but I think it all ties together well, and olive green coordinates with everything. You can never convince me otherwise. So from all 7, you know what to do. Sound off which is your favorite. And to go back to one of the outfits in which I'm wearing the Stay shirt by Juan Wilson, please just keep in mind anyone you may know suffering with, mental health issues. It's a very trying time in this country, but just in people's lives in general. You have zero idea what someone is going through, the thoughts running through their heads, how low they may feel, how alone they may feel. So with September really focusing on suicide prevention and awareness, just be more cognizant of your friends and family. Maybe reach out and always just be a listening ear. Sometimes you don't have the answers and maybe they don't have the answers, but I would hope that we would convey to those we care about and we love, we would rather listen to you than talk about how awesome you were at your funeral. That's nothing that any of us wants to go to. And I know people that have lost friends and family to suicide. So please just keep that in mind. Juan is an amazing person to support in this space. So if you haven't checked out any of his merch or even the customs that he does, I'll go ahead and put his link below. And I have to know, of all 7 fits, which were your favorite? Men, the first one was really not for you. That was just more so for the ladies. But everything else you can possibly recreate for yourself just based on color, sizing, who knows. But I had a lot of fun styling this sneaker. I absolutely love it. So my very first 14 low ever in the collection. I can say that I own that now, and I'm excited to see what else she drops in the near future. I'm sure her, Frank Cook, Kim, the whole team for Jordan Brand, I'm sure they're working on something. So I'll be tuned in. Thank you so much for watching and engaging. If you like what you saw, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And as always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace out.